Hello everyone. Today is Monday, March 15th. I want to do a quickly recap of my portfolio and then I want to talk about some tickers that is worth of your attention. So today, nothing too impressive standing out. I lose some money here, but also make some profit there. Those are the position that I get rid of, and those are the new position that I built. I would say more than half of them are the new position I built today because I see a real good price action and a good promising future in the fundamental. I'll be discussing it later. Just overall, my portfolio is 70 bucks up. It's back to 69, which is a very good number. I like. I don't mind if it go back down to that number. It's about 0.42% of the portfolio. Just to give you an idea, this is my overall performance starting this year. Where's my mouse? Oh yeah, it's right here. So in the beginning of the year, it starts slightly lower, but from there we get some exciting ticker to trade like GME, AMC. I did all of that, and there's a huge gap up here is where I trade all the marijuana stock. Yes. But from there, after February 8th, I'm basically flatting out. I would say doing okay given the fact that there's 2 to 3 weeks market sell off. So basically, where's my mouse? It's so hard to see. I believe it happened somewhere here. Just let me confirm. When that happened. So let's look at Nasdaq. It's somewhere like starting from February 22nd. And as you can see, I'm basically just flat from here and here. I was trying to short the market like some very weak player, uh, but the market being very volatile. You can see there's a huge dispute between the bear and the bull. In this kind of situation, it's really hard to make money either way. So overall, just to maintain my portfolio flat. But as I said, I was satisfied with its performance because not only I want to make money, but I also want to keep them. Um, like a lot of time, we make a lot of money, but because of some stupid and crazy move or stupid decision that we made ourselves, oftentimes most time you see is a big spike up and a band going down, right? I don't want that. In my trading philosophy, I want to avoid that. So that's why I want to take it slow, but I want to take it surely. I put consistency as first priority rather than maximization of my profit. Um, so that's it. And let me see. Let's next talk about all the tickers specifically. Uh, yes, first is the AMC, the star of today. It's doing very phenomenally given the setback we had last week. It break out, it stand its ground, and it break out again. So this is really impressive. But there's one thing that's really strange is the GME. Usually GME and AMC they going hand in hand in synchronization. But today GME for some reason just gave up. But not just say this thing not gonna pan out in the future, but just in in the status of right now, um, it's not doing okay because every time before you see a strong price movement, this will not happen. Thinking about all the players holding GME shares, if we truly hold it, everybody not selling it, then those things will not happen. It happens because there's more people sell than some people buy. So despite of what you believe and what people say online, money never lies, and this is the money right here. My suggestion is if you if your cost is here, at least cut the exposure. If your cost is way below, way down there, then yeah, of course you can keep holding it. Just watch out for your risk tolerance. That's what I'm trying to say. Some other interesting thing I also, yeah, so UAL, which is in airline industry, as well as AAL, there's multiple airline players, but I picked these two because I think they perform the best. I I pointed them out last week, saying those could have a good potential, given the reopening, the vaccine coming out. So we will expect more people to travel. And remember, stock market is discounting the future information. Itself is always betting the future. So although the reopen is not fully deployed, it's not fully opened up yet, the stock market is already taking that into consideration. So maybe when the reopen is really there, all those values that you could have making money from is already fully discounted. So by that time, it's too late. So right now, I see it's a good time to get in. That's why I got into the airline. Another sector that's very eye-catchy is the retail players. See, I also mentioned this in my last week video about the Macy's, and there's the KSS, JWN. Just to name a few, those three, they stand out the most to me. And as you can see, they hold their line quite a while. Those retail sectors, they're the underdog during the pandemic. Um, but then, when the vaccination come out, people stop selling them, and that's why you see this consolidation here. As a matter of fact, while the general market is selling off like crazy since February 22nd, those retail stock basically not backing down. And then they are breaking out in very strong price action as well as volume. So that's why I picked them. Some other thing I also noticed is the cruise line. You can count this as a travel sector. CCL, NCLH. NCLH is not as strong as CCL, so that's why I only bought CCL. Some other player also in my portfolio is Zom. Um, yeah, but it's not as impressive as those retail and transportation or traveling stocks, because like Zom and as you can, if you recall, OCGN, all those players in biotech industry, they actually already have their huge performance back in the starting of January or earlier. So right now, I think they're doing okay. They're probably still gonna going up with the along with the market, but I don't have much position in it because I believe there is a shift in sentiment. There's a shift in the capital flow into retail sector as well as the traveling sectors, and that's why here's where I heavily positioned myself. By saying heavy, it's really not heavy in a sense because my philosophy is I never use over leveraged position. I only build a small position, and I also have diverse portfolio. As you can see, I have like 20 positions because I don't want to make a mistake in one position and I'm over leveraged and that one doesn't play out and I will just get stuck. That's just not how I trade. Overall, I think that's pretty much all the highlight I want. And if you want the specific ticker, you can go back to the beginning of the video where I showed them, and let's see how them perform tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow.